It's time to make a malt liquor video. Constitutional Libertarian Superstar, Airborne Paratrooper, Oakland Raider fan, tugboat trash extraordinaire, and provider of authentic malt liquor and Ballantine Ale Massacre Entertainment on YouTube, Mr. Med 40 Ounce, aka the Oaktown Hellbilly, back again with another one with my Colt 45 malt liquor, straight off the dangerous streets of Oakland, California, in order for me to bring in this high quality, authentic malt liquor entertainment production tonight. Neocons are vile, odious, worthless fucking filth, part 3. Malt liquor label out. Motherfuck you, Bill Kristol, you fucking rat-faced cunt. Get the fuck out of my country, motherfucker. Malt liquor. Absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious, ladies and gentlemen. Live TV, folks, it does happen.
There is war right now. There is war right now. There's every reason to think it will stop. Everything I see, but also any study of the past, suggests that it will not stop being that way. War is perpetual so far.
What's in your thinking that says the United States government has some right and duty to go to Middle Eastern countries and knock off their leadership?
Well,
you know, Chris Matthews might be a fucking effeminate, arrogant fucking media slag piece of shit, but he's absolutely right in that question that he just asked right there. Malt liquor. How is it the business of the United States to do shit like that? He's right about that.
Mantra from the president and everyone else in the administration has been no boots on the ground, and now
that's not true.
what?
It's just not true, man.
It is.
No, it's not.
I will not put American boots on the ground in Syria.
Well,
I just flatly, absolutely disagree with you.
First of all, regime change. What do you make of it?
No, look.
Constantly trying to knock off their leaders.
No, that is just an overstatement. We came, we saw, we died.
Don't you support knocking off Assad, Bashir Assad?
How do you view Hillary Clinton in terms of her foreign policy views?
I see her as a neoconservative.
Are you a neocon? I really don't know what that means anymore.
you want to name names when you're criticizing
fuck you, motherfuckers.
these so-called neocons?
Fred Kagan?
Kim Kragen.
Robert Kagan. Don Kagan.
Fucking nation wreckers.
There is some suspicion that actually there's a
family business of nation wrecking.
Lips talk and it's operated by one of the
Fucking
doctors.
disgrace.
Because the Kagans didn't really exist in the chain of command.
You know, to what extent is this behavior that we're seeing, is it corrupt? A lot of it is really ambiguous.
The president had been influenced by your views.
So I hear. I mean, I'm very pleased.
A darling of the neocons.
Robert Kagan, David Petraeus, other ideas influenced America's sense of itself.
Would you be a neocon?
People use that term, and I don't really know what that means.
Her husband, Fred, works at the American Enterprise Institute.
But I would also like to see American ground forces deployed into Palestine.
Of course you would.
To restore peace in that area.
So our messianic vision is the
Fuck you, Michael Dean, you fucking piece of shit.
Total of 50 to
Fuck you too, you fat asshole.
in Iraq, 20,000 troops or so that are needed to actually
Fucking
fight
rats.
ISIS. I think anything less than
Cunts.
that is simply unserious.
The people who broke Iraq have a lot of ideas about fixing it now.
You claim to have the greatest army history has known, but your soldiers, they return dead or suicidal.
If we just let our own vision of the world go forth and we embrace it entirely and we don't try to be clever.
So Trump came roaring in. He was like a golden wrecking ball.
Nails on a chalkboard.
The shit out of them. I would just bomb those suckers.
Just wage a total war against these tyrants. I think we'll do very well.
Alright, I gotta take exception to this point right here.
That you think we should carpet bomb.
I gotta take exception to that point right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is not a neocon. He has espoused anti-neocon foreign policy since 2004. On record, you can look it up. That little clip was taken out of context, in which he was saying that how do you resolve the current crisis, which we already went and fucked this up. Our government went and fucked this up already, and the question was to him, how do you fix it? And he says, bomb the shit out of them. Instead of putting boots on the ground and like a fucking meat grinder and spending 30, 40 years there, which is a waste of time. We all know it's a fucking waste of time. We all know they lied about the weapons of mass destruction. They lied us into a $3 trillion Iraq clusterfuck. So that's the one exception I have with this very heavy agenda documentary right here. Out today on DVD and video on demand, ladies and gentlemen, part 3.
The Islamic State, which by the way is Islamic, President Obama.
Arabs are angriest at us and treat us worse when they perceive us as being weak.
Whatever happened to the Reagan doctrine, back in the 80s?
Fuck you, you rat-faced cunt! How many fucking loads did you swallow today, you fucking piece of shit? Fuck you, James Kerchak, you fucking cunt!
About us years from now.
We have to fight them in the air, we have to fight them on the ground, and we have to fight them on the internet.
Fuck you, Hillary Clinton, you piece of shit!
He considers
fuck you, Donald Kagan, you cunt!
Conservative, that's exactly what he was referring to.
Airstrikes will have to be combined with ground forces.
If there's a no-fly zone, which you're advocating, and the Russians invade that no-fly zone, would President Clinton say, shoot it down?
For the first time, U.S. pilots had to divert over Syria because a Russian fighter jet came within 20 nautical miles.
We're going to put up a no-fly zone.
So I would just make the obvious point that Kagan, Crowd, and I, and millions of hawks supported a bunch
Neocon chicken hawks, you mean to say, you fuck.
Generally.
Fuck you, you fucking rat-faced cunt. Fuck you, Bill Kristol, you fucking piece of shit asshole. Go fucking kill yourself, scumbag.
So help me God.
So help me God.
If Hillary does become president, do you think it's likely that Victoria Nuland will be chosen as Secretary of State?
Well, I think it's quite likely.
I'm not allowed to use anything that she tells me in any way, and
She on the inside can implement the policies that make the military contractors happy.
What are you gonna do? I'm not with Trump, but I'm not with her.
His name is Bill Kristol. All the guy wants to do is kill people and go to war and kill people.
We can no more get out of that than we can get out of our love for our foods and our sports and our clubs. And that is built into our national DNA.
Very heavy agenda. Out today on DVD and fucking Blu-ray and video on demand, ladies and gentlemen. You need to check that out. All right, this brings me to my next point. Let's play some music. So we apologize. So Mr. Met 40-ounce exclusive. Neocons are vile, odious, worthless, fucking filth. Part 3. We do apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of this classic masterpiece MALT LIQUOR video production. Let's get some fucking background going on here. Absolutely appropriate. The House of Cards theme, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Shapiro, you're a fucking cunt. You're a neocon chicken hawk fucking cunt. You're a fucking dual loyalist. Get the fuck out of my country, you rat. You fucking going and shilling and advocating for the $3 trillion Iraq clusterfuck in which you sacrificed nothing. You didn't sacrifice a goddamn thing, you fucking little piece of shit. You fucking cunt. Fuck you. Fuck you, Max Boot. You fucking piece of garbage. Get the fuck out of my country. You don't fucking belong here. Fuck you, Bill Kristol, and fuck the Kagan family. They're all rats. All fucking rats. Fuck you too, Donald Rumsfeld. I want to use your fucking goddamn tombstone as a toilet. All you motherfuckers. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Rumsfeld fixed the 1919 World Series. He also fixed the 1973 World Series. God damn. Live TV, folks. MALT LIQUOR label out. Too much yelling. Too much yelling. What the media's doing? When they say they have a conservative voice on the panel, that's not true. It's usually a neocon like Bill Kristol or Michael Ledeen, or Elliot Cohn, or Ralph Peters, or one of these other fucking assholes. Those are not, they do not, and they will not have any libertarians or paleo-conservatives on the panel for voices of fucking sanity or reason. They won't do it. These people are advocating invading the entire fucking world, conducting a regime change, occupying foreign countries, using our military to do it. And, I mean, I don't understand how you can fucking advocate for stuff like that after seeing the abject failures of the last 35 to 40 years. Really 50 years. I don't understand how you can advocate for policies like that. Doesn't make any sense. The Heritage Foundation, it's all corrupt. It's all run by neocons. The National Rifle Association, all the top people up there that make the decisions for the organization are all neoconservatives. They don't have any libertarians or paleo-conservatives on the fucking board of directors. Not one. Not a single fucking one. Gun Owners of America does. They can't be trusted either, because they're going to go and they're going to shill for politicians that are advocating these neocon policies. At home and abroad, a disaster, a nation wrecker. We can't have it. We cannot afford it anymore. Hillary Clinton is a fucking neocon. The exact same policies of George W. Bush will be enacted with Hillary Clinton if she gets elected. I guarantee it. They lied about Vietnam. They lied about Iraq. They lied about Syria. They lied about Libya, and they're lying about Iran. These are not threats. You've got to ask yourself, and I reiterate my questions from my previous two masterpieces in this series. There will be a part 4, ladies and gentlemen. It will be dedicated to the great Dr. Ron Paul. Ask yourself this question when you find yourself in a debate with somebody. Don't be an asshole about it, but ask them, how did the United States of America benefit from the Iraq War? How? How do we benefit from that? And they're gonna try, they're gonna be stumped. They're gonna be literally stumped. They can't answer that question. And then the next thing, you follow it up with, okay, wonderful. How does the United States of America benefit with boots on the ground in Syria, boots on the ground in Libya, starting a war with Iran, or starting another Cold War with Russia? We don't. We do not benefit from that. You ask a question like that in succession, it might get people to think a little bit. It's not an argument when you're posing a serious question like that. And that's not a rhetorical question. That will force the other person to really think about it. And I hope that some of this shit is sinking into your fucking brains and my audience. That's what I'm here for. I run this Malt Liquor channel as a fucking public service. Malt Liquor label out. Hillary Clinton is a fucking neocon. When Donald Trump got up on that debate stage in South Carolina a few months back, and he said that George Bush lied us into the Iraq War, I stood up out of my chair where I was watching the fucking debate, and I started fucking clapping. I started giving him a fucking round of applause because he was spot on and 100% right. Took a lot of balls to say that, especially in that area. And they tried, all the neocon pundits, especially Bill Kristol, said he's finished, he's not going to recover from that, and look what happened. He ended up winning South Carolina. Americans as a whole are sick and tired of that shit. The United States does not benefit from going and fighting all these wars in countries that are of no threat to the United States. I don't understand it. America first, that's the way it should be. That's what the founders and the framers of the Constitution envisioned. Neocons are vile, odious, worthless fucking filth, nation wreckers. Absolutely destructive. Every single thing they touch turns to shit. Every single fucking thing. Absolutely worthless. Malt Liquor, label out. There will be a part 4 of this classic masterpiece fucking series, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be dedicated to Dr. Ron Paul, and that's the way that goes. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Some people call it the swill. I call it the best fucking part of the whole goddamn thing. Approaching the motherfucking swill. Shout out to Steel Worldwide, Falstaff, the Great Huffy 72, and J Vega 419. the 4 horsemen of malt liquor. Shout out to 209 J Jones, Rock Bottom 559, Kings with Fame, Mr. Rainer 009, Stephen Molturin, etc., Chili Palmer, etc., etc., etc. Malt liquor. None of your fucking foam, dork. It's Mr. Man 40 ounce. There will be a part 4 in this classic masterpiece series. You can count on it. Dedicated to the great Dr. Ron Paul. I do apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of this malt liquor video. I think you all get the point though. Neocons are the true nation wreckers. They need to be blown the fuck out at every possible opportunity. They need to be challenged and blown the fuck out because they're absolutely worthless and every single thing they touch turns to shit. I'm the fuck out of here. Rate, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck you gotta do. I'm the fuck out of here.